Ashe, peace, peace, peace. This is Aurora Devyne. I go by Divine Intuition here on YouTube, and I'm just coming on very briefly. And yes, I did just like this so that you guys can see. All right, that's making a clear statement. Okay, so I was, watching a reading, one of the readers that I watch. I haven't really been watching readings. However, I watched a reading today, and I only have been watching two readers, and that's just because I prefer them and I resonate with them right now. So, as I'm watching this reading, of course, it's a Leo reading. I got some spirit info. So I hear my inner dialogue, and she starts showing me, I start to see that there is something that I don't think I had ever thought of before. And it's the whole thing about numbers, right? So when we have these here, when we have these number sequences that we see, right? We usually add them, right? We usually add them to see what the overall frequency is, right? But have we ever considered subtracting them? And I'll tell you why. And this is what Spirit showed me. So we are always working within a magnetic and electrical type of energy, polarities, right? So it's kind of how I told my dad. I'm like, well, Pa, my a proton would be kind of the magnetism. The electron would be the energy used, right? And in essence, this is what I'm describing when we do the adding of numbers. The adding of numbers really goes by the magnetism of that frequency, right? So if I have 818 and I add them together, whatever that number would be, which it would be 8, that would be the overall frequency of that number, right? But let's say we have I don't know, a different number, or maybe even the same number. What we don't do is we don't ever subtract. And I realized how do we know what the other side of the magnetism is if we don't subtract the numbers, right? Because that would be the energy from which okay, this is kind of a little difficult to say. If we're looking at the numbers and we're adding all the numbers, that would be the magnetism of that frequency. If we subtract numbers, then we would be working in that actual vibration. That is the actual vibration. You'd be working in that vibrational number to then have the magnetism of the number that you added up. So that's the best way for me to explain it, you guys. I'm not very good with all of these technicality words and whatever the case may be. Sometimes I'm really good with vocabulary, and sometimes it's just the fact that I'm just trying to get the message out, and this is the best way to say it or explain it. So I'm doing my best as possible, and just bear with me, guys, because I might not be the most technical person, and sometimes I am. Right now I'm not, because I just seen how Spirit you know, just conveyed that message to me. And it was very interesting. So I'm not a technical person right now when it comes to terms and like having the right vocabulary. However, I know what I'm talking about. And that's what the positive and the negative do. So if you think about it, if you are utilizing your feminine energy, you're gonna pull things to you. So that would be adding, that would be the plus sign, right? You're gonna be pulling things to you. So you want to know what is that energy overall that you're pulling to you. And then I see it as if you are working in the masculine energy, working of that energy, then you would subtract, because that would be the energy in which you have to utilize, that would be the vibration in which you have to utilize energy to pull that same, to pull or magnetize that energy that was already added up to. Does this make sense? Hopefully it makes sense for some of y'all. You know, it made sense for me the way I seen it, the way it was broken down. I'm trying to break it down as much as possible. And then yes, y'all, you see this, right? This right here. See this? I did that for a reason, and we're gonna keep that blue. This is blue over here. We study blue, study rocking blue for a reason. But yeah, so I just want to share that. Thank you again, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great, masterful experience on this journey. Peace, love, and light to all of my brothers and sisters out there who are doing the work. Stay focused, stay determined, stay empowered, and the biggest thing right now is stay consistent. Stay consistent on everything that you want to do. Stay consistent on who you are, and that's a lot of the channeled message that I just want to go out and share. All right, I'm done. Peace, love, blessings.